Have you ever found yourself standing in the kitchen wondering why you'd walked in there? Or suddenly bursting into tears over something that normally wouldn't even bother you? Perhaps you've started waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning with a racing mind, or maybe you've developed anxiety out of nowhere. You feel exhausted all the time, your patience has disappeared, and you don't feel like yourself anymore. And perhaps the most frightening part of this is you can't explain why. Many women tell me, I feel like I'm losing myself, or others say, I don't recognise who I've become. Some even wonder if they're depressed. Some think they're developing dementia. Others believe their relationship is falling apart, and many blame themselves. But if the problem isn't that they're failing, what if your body is going through the biggest hormonal transition of your entire life? Today, we're talking about perimenopause, what it is, why nobody seems to prepare women for it, how it affects your brain, body, and emotions, and relationships too, and why so many women spend years searching for answers before finally discovering that hormones may have been playing a much bigger role than they ever realised. If you're new here, my name is Suzie and I'm a counsellor therapist, and on this channel we talk about emotional well-being, relationships, trauma, nervous system healing, personal growth and the realities of midlife. So let's begin. What is perimenopause? One of the biggest misconceptions I hear is I can't be perimenopausal because I'm still having periods. This is where many women become confused. Menopause itself is actually only one day. It's officially diagnosed when you've gone 12 consecutive months without a menstrual period. The years leading up to that point are called perimenopause, and this is a phase that can begin much earlier than women realise. For some women, it starts in their late 30s. For many, it begins during their 40s, and others it arrives earlier. Perimenopause can last anywhere from a few years to well over a decade, and during that time, your hormones are not simply declining in a straight line, they're fluctuating, and sometimes dramatically. One month, you may feel relatively normal. The next month you may feel completely different, a different person. In this unpredictability is one of the reasons perimenopause is often misunderstood. So the hormones behind the scenes. Most people have heard of estrogen. Far fewer understand how powerful it actually is. Estrogen doesn't simply affect reproduction. It influences memory, mood, concentration, sleep, skin, bones, cardiovascular health, energy, sexual functioning, and researchers have found estrogen receptors throughout the brain, which means when estrogen fluctuates, your brain notices a lot. Progesterone also plays an important role. Many experts describe progesterone as having a calming influence on the nervous system. It interacts with GABA pathways in the brain, which help promote the feeling of calm and relaxation. As progesterone changes, many women begin reporting increased anxiety, restlessness, irritability, sleep disturbances. Then there is testosterone. Yes, women need testosterone too. It contributes to motivation, confidence, energy, muscle maintenance, libido. When these hormones begin fluctuating altogether, the effects can be significant. So, why women think they are losing their minds? As a 58-year-old woman, I have my own horror stories. As a woman who has always been organised, suddenly you can't remember appointments. As a confident professional, I began doubting myself, and as someone who has never experienced anxiety, you start to experience panic attacks. And your coping every day suddenly gets overwhelming, and the highs and the lows are absolutely immense. You start searching for psychological explanations. And while psychological factors absolutely matter, hormones definitely contribute to this picture. Emerging neuroscience research suggests fluctuating estrogen affects neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and neuroadrenaline. These chemical messages involved in mood regulation, motivation, pleasure, attention, and emotional stability. In simple terms, The hormonal changes occurring during perimenopause can influence the very system that help us feel emotionally balanced. The symptom nobody talks about. Most of everyone has heard or knows about hot flushes, but did you know that symptoms can include anxiety, depression, brain fog, loss of confidence, rage, irritability, joint pains, heart palpitations, sleep problems, reduced libido, increased sensitivity to stress, digestive systems fatigue, panic attacks? It can take countless appointments and trips to your doctor or medical professional to understand what is happening to you. Some are told it's stress, others you're just getting older. Some are prescribed antidepressants without any discussion of hormones. For some women, antidepressants can be incredibly helpful, but for others, the underlying hormonal picture may never even be exposed. Perimenopause is not simply a biological experience, it is often an emotional one too. Many of us enter the phase while simultaneously dealing with teenage children, caring for parents, relationship pressures, career demands, financial stress, grief, empty nest transitions. In counselling, we often talk about emotional resilience and how it can become depleted when multiple stressors accumulate. Now imagine all of that happening while the very hormones helping you to regulate mood, sleep and stress responses are fluctuating. It's no surprise we feel so overwhelmed. Something else I notice clinically is that perimenopause can bring unresolved emotional material to the surface. Women often tell me, I thought I'd dealt with this years ago, but suddenly childhood wounds feel more present. Relationship patterns become clearer. People pleasing becomes harder to sustain. Unmet needs become impossible to ignore. And some psychologists believe major life transitions naturally prompt periods of self-reflection and psychological reorganization. Midlife is often one of those transitions, and perimenopause can therefore become both a biological shift and a psychological awakening. Why so many struggle to get help? This is where things become controversial. Historically, women's health research has been underfunded and underrepresented. For decades, medical research was conducted predominantly on male participants, and this left a significant gap in our understanding of female hormone health. Many women report feeling dismissed when seeking support, not because doctors don't care, but because menopause education has historically been limited across many healthcare systems. Thankfully, this is changing. Awareness is growing and research is growing. Conversations are growing, but many women still encounter barriers. Let's briefly touch on hormone replacement therapy because it often comes up. HRT can be life-changing for some women. Others, it can be inappropriate, and some, it sits somewhere in between. One reason there is confusion is because of fears generated by earlier studies that suggested increased risk associated with HRT. Those findings received enormous media attention, and however, many experts now argue that that picture is far more nuanced than originally presented. Subsequent analysis has highlighted important differences relating to age, timing of treatment, individual health history, type of hormones used, route of administration. This does not mean HRT is risk-free. No medication is, but it does mean decisions should be based on current evidence and individual circumstances rather than fear alone. Why family history matters. Sometimes it can feel frustrating when a doctor appears reluctant to prescribe HRT. It's important to understand that healthcare professionals must consider many factors. These may include personal medical history, family history, cardiovascular risk, previous blood clots, certain cancers and other underlying conditions. For some women, these factors influence the safest treatment pathway. This doesn't necessarily mean support is unavailable. It means treatment decisions may need to be individualized. The challenge is ensuring that you receive balanced information so they can make informed decisions alongside healthcare professionals. So what you need to do today, if there is one message I want you to take away from this video, it's you are not imagining your symptoms. You're not weak and you're not failing, and you're certainly not alone. Perimenopause is a significant biological transition that can affect almost every system in the body. The problem is that many women enter this chapter without a map, without information and without preparation and without understanding. And knowledge changes everything, because once you understand what's happening, you can stop fighting yourself and you can begin working with your body rather than against it. And that is where healing starts. So in the next video in this series, we're going to talk about the hidden symptoms of perimenopause that most women never connect to hormones. Some of them may surprise you, and if you've recognised yourself in today's conversation, let me know in the comments what symptoms caught you most off guard. And if you know another woman who needs to hear this, please share this video with her, because the more of us that can talk about perimenopause, the less alone you have to feel. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.